What's up, guys? It's your girl, Dedicated Diva, and welcome to my very first small business Saturday. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and let's get straight into it. Now, with everything that's going on in the world today, I felt like I should go ahead and put this out to you guys, and I'm gonna try to go in depth as I possibly can. Now, I will record these videos so I can put them out back to back for you guys each Saturday. Now, if I feel like I really need to go in depth on anything, that's where I'll probably do that, after putting out the main video. I'll start putting out videos after that just to help you guys out. If you have any questions, any concerns, you can put it down in the comment section, or you can always email me. But with everything going on in the world today with the pandemic, I feel like most people don't really realize how beneficial it is to own their own business and how much power it is that's behind owning your own business. For instance, the SBA, the Small Business Administration, start putting out grants, giving people anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 for owning their own business. Now, this could have been something online, or it could have been something where it's in person. No matter if you had a small business or a larger business, it was for everyone. Now, I know that they pick back up on this every now and then. They've been doing it ever since, all of this began. And also, let's see, it is unemployment. If you have unemployment in your state, which you should, if you are a small business owner, no matter if it is online or, a physical location, or where you just go out and meet someone in person, you could file for unemployment if you were self-employed. Now, this has never happened and probably never will happen again after everything is cleared up. But that's why I say it's so much power in behind owning your own business. It's so beneficial to get your own business, no matter if you work a regular 9 to 5 or if you are self-employed. You need to own your own business. You need to preferably, I read somewhere that you can have like 7 different sources of income, and that's when you are wealthy, something like that. I'll find the quote and I'll try to put it in here in this video, but it's something about the most successful people have over 7 sources of income. That don't mean that you have to go out and you have to work 8 and 9 hour shifts just to make ends meet. It means that you have different sources of income coming in different ways. Just say you may be a content creator, you may work a regular 9 to 5, you may be a virtual assistant for yourself, you could have a cleaning business on the side, you can be an affiliate marketer, I believe what it is. It's just having different sources of income. But I'm gonna try to run down to you guys the different ways you can figure out what it is that you want to do when it pertains to online. Whether you want to be like a gamer or a content creator, or you may want to be a virtual assistant. But let's get straight into it. Now, within this first lesson, I'm going to tell you guys about services to provide, picking a niche, and skill sets. Now, you may want to be a content creator. That's like a YouTuber, a blogger. You can own your own blog, or you can have one for free. Preferably, you can own your own. You can be a gamer, a virtual assistant, a designer, or a podcaster. Now, most of these things don't require you to have any money. Some of these you can get started with no money whatsoever. Some of these, like a gamer, of course, you're going to have like something to play your games on and something to stream with. So you can go from anywhere from, not having any cash to having something to put forward to your business. So I just wanted to make this small business Saturday where it was for everyone. If you want to get into something, I just want to be able to help someone get started, because even if I'm able to help only one person, that's all I need. Now, if you are looking to be a virtual assistant, if you guys don't know what a virtual assistant is, it's basically when you provide any service for your client online. Now, that can go from project management, social media management, customer care. You can even edit videos. You can make thumbnails. You can be a personal assistant. You can do lead generation. There's so many different things that you can do when it comes to being a virtual assistant. Being a virtual assistant also, you don't have to have any money to get started. And I'm going to show you guys that in later videos. You can use free Google products. You can use the Google business sites to get your virtual assistant site out there. So I'm going to show you guys, because it's not that hard to be your own boss. As long as you have that motivation, that self-confidence, that push that's needed, you can do it. Now, you may want to be a content creator, a gamer, a blogger, or a podcaster. Now, you want to find out your interests and your passions. This is when you want to make a list of 10 things. It could be something that you do in your free time, something that you do every day, or something that you just like researching on Google or on YouTube to get better at. Now, this can be anything from, let's see, like I like doing things revolving around working from home or the work from home lifestyle. If you feel like you have enough experience in doing something and you want to help someone else out, you basically want to share your wisdom, hey, there you go. That can be one thing. Now, you also want to find out what problems can you solve. One of my big obstacles when starting YouTube, I know that I wanted to do a work from home channel, and I know I wanted to do a homeschooling channel just because I was homeschooling my kids, or at that time I was thinking about homeschooling my son because my daughter wasn't old enough yet. So I know that I wanted to do those two things plus so much more, but I wanted to find out what could I help people with when creating this channel. That's what you want to do. Now, you may want to sit down with someone, that may have a problem trying to find, for instance, I use this example so I won't confuse you or confuse myself. Now, when I was thinking about homeschooling, I had so many people asking me why and, what was the different types of programming and methods and different things like that. And I thought I knew everything until I started having so many questions asked of me. So what I did, I sat down and I researched everything that everyone was asking me. And once I found out the benefits, the pros and the cons, I knew what to tell them. So that's basically what you want to do. You want to find what the problem is and a way you can solve it. Because if someone asks you a question, you want to be able to, tell them the answer or tell them a way to resolve their problem. We can put it that way. Now, ways you can look for problems or answers is through Facebook groups, YouTube comments. Now, there are so many Facebook groups out here. You basically go into Facebook and you can put in work from home groups, and literally hundreds of thousands pull up. You can look up gamers on YouTube, or gamers on Twitch, or just gamers in general on Facebook. I did this before I even did this video here, trust me, thousands of groups will pop up. You can go on YouTube comments. You can put in certain keywords and look in people comments, just to try to see what to get a feel for everything and everybody, all the questions and answers that basically coming in from everywhere. You can do the same on Instagram, or you can just plain flat out do a Google search and see what other people have wrote in blogs and on their websites. Now, down here is keyword research. This is basically when you go online, go on Google, just like here, and you just research your topic. But when you do a keyword research, you want to go on Google and you want to actually pull like 5 to 10 different sites, and you want to put all of those sites in different tabs, and you want to go down, and all of the things that you see basically repeating themselves, write that down, because it may be something you want to look further into, and that may be a topic that you want to talk about. And one thing that I find that helps me out a little bit more, just say if I want to look up ways to work from home, I'll put in ways to work from home 2020. There you go. That's a topic, and it's going to pull so much more after that until you'll have an idea for like 4 or 5 videos. Now, of course, there will be people in your field doing the same thing as you are. So this is why you must do your research. One thing I don't do, I don't watch anyone else's video, but I will look for titles. I will look in there, look at their title to see what it is, that they're talking about. And if their video is getting a lot of views, that's what I kind of hop on. I don't look at any videos though. I hate when people tell up and coming content creators, gamers, you name it, to look at someone else's video. I don't do that, because you will end up pulling their idea and you may not have no clue what you're talking about. And I hate that. I hate watching a video where it's basically what another video said, and they're basically just regurgitating the same thing someone else has said. Now, you want to look for people in your field that may be making money from doing what you want to do. For instance, I have this thing of looking, for just virtual assistant courses and things, because I always see like I can make myself better. Or I may just want to make my own course, a virtual assistant, and I want to see what everyone else is doing in theirs. You want to see what they're doing, and especially if they're sticking out to everyone and they have a group on Facebook and their group is popping, this is where you want to start looking for the content. This is where you want to start taking a sneak peek into what they're doing, not videos, but if it's a course or something, and you can kind of get a rundown of what they're doing, this will kind of help you get on the right track. Now, you want to look into individuals that have a bunch of advertising, or like free webinars, or they may be advertising way too much, because I won't say any names, but it's this one virtual assistant course. I see this lady's face literally everywhere. Now, I guess it's like the whole thing with Google, and whenever you research something just constantly show up. But she pops up on my Instagram, she pops up on my Twitter, she pops up on my Facebook. She's always there, and that's too much advertising. You may not want to look into titles where you always see the person pop up, and you end up looking down in the comments and it's a lot of negative feedback. Too much advertising is not a good thing all the time. Now, if it's an advertising where it's like a free webinar, you may want to stick your head in there and see what some of the points is that they are kind of pushing, because if they're pushing certain points, it's something that you should be paying attention to and something that you can probably make money with. Now, you want to find out how profitable your niche may be. This is when you look into like the free webinars, or you want to start researching people on YouTube that may sell courses, because you want to see how much they're selling. You want to see, maybe look into Facebook groups just to see if they're selling something. Maybe if you could do the same thing at a cheaper price and have your own contents with a twist. You want to look into things like that. Now, if you are into being a content creator, then all of this is for if you want to be a content creator or a virtual assistant. Because YouTubers, most of the time, before they become monetized, they start selling things on their own to, get that push that they need to, get that motivation that they're going to start making money from whatever it is. Because I don't care who you are, if you are creating content, if you are a gamer, you want to make money from what you're doing. And it's nothing wrong with that. Don't let anyone tell you that it's wrong with that. You just got to become good at what you do. That's why if you take some of these steps that I'm going over, they will help you out a ton. It took me 3 years on YouTube before I actually got serious, in what I was doing, because I was doing so many other things. But due to the pandemic going on, I have the time to put into my channel, into my businesses, and I am growing like, oh my gosh. Now, if you end up trying to actually sell something, whether it be a course, if you want to be a virtual assistant, once you see how much money your niche could make, and just say if you have started putting out a little content, you want to put out something small to see how many people bite. It could be a checklist, it could be a mini ebook, it could be anything. It could be something that you're trying to sell for $1. You want to put something out to see how many people will actually bite at it. If people actually start biting at it, you own to something good, and you keep it moving. Now, if you don't want to go through the thing of selling something, and you basically just want to put your content out on YouTube, or you want to be a gamer, or you want to be a virtual assistant, just go for it once you find out what you want your niche to be, and go for it. Now, these are some of the soft skills. I won't go over them all, but soft skills are basically your abilities, what you can do. You always have to have active listening skills. You have to be able to listen. You have to be able to focus on what it is that someone is asking you to do, especially if you're trying to be a virtual assistant. Now, if you're trying to be a content creator, it also takes you focusing on what it is that people are asking of anybody. Just say you go in YouTube comments, or you go in Facebook comments, you need to be able to focus. Confidence, creativity, especially if you're trying to be a content creator, a blogger, a gamer, you have to be creative at what you do. You can't be bland. You have to get in there, and you have to know that, this is what you're going to do. Now, I'll let you guys read over the rest of this, and I'm going to have all of this on my website where you guys can click into some links and download this on your own. But basically, you have to have the persistence and the flexibility and the attention to detail so you can just get it done. Now, here are your hard skills, and this is where we're going to wrap up this lesson. And hard skills are teachable skills. This is just things that you can be taught to be better at what you already do. And I made these off of basically like virtual assisting, but some of these come in handy when it comes to being a content creator, a blogger, because you have to be able to go over your analytics. you have to design your thumbnails, or you know your own web pages. You have to know how to learn new software. You have to learn word processing because of the scripts that you want to come up with, whether it is being a content creator, a YouTuber, um or being a virtual assistant in something that you want to say to your clients, right when you're trying to pull them in. So this has been the first lesson, the first series here in my Small Business Saturday. Now I want you guys to push that thumbs up. Please make sure you subscribe. Always comment down in the comment section below. You can send me an email if you guys need any help. I will put a Google form down in the description box, and you will also be able to access this on my website, on my personal website, and I will have a link to all of that down in the description box so you guys can find that. I will see y'all in series 2 on next Saturday with my Small Business Saturday. See you guys then.